Today I have 3 meals to feed your family when you're just feeling maxed out. Unfortunately, I know with the school year coming up, it's going to be lots more sports, extracurriculars, and things are going to get a little crazy. But we just need meals that are going to keep the budget low and the time spent in the kitchen low as well. And also, you make sure your kids are going to eat all that food. I have 3 meals for you that are surefire hits. I also did this video in collaboration with Tiffany over at Small Town 6. She has an awesome channel full of budget grocery hauls, shopping tips and tricks, and amazing meals. You want to go check her out after you watch this video to get more maxed out mom ideas. If you're coming over from Tiffany's channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope you love these meals. So for this one, we are making air fryer tortilla pizzas. These are super inexpensive and easy. They cook in the air fryer in about 4 minutes and they don't take much to prep. I usually have tortillas on hand, so just put a couple tortillas in the bottom of your air fryer basket, or if you have a different type of air fryer, you might have to do like one at a time. I tend to use just like pasta sauce because a lot of times that's what I have on hand. This was one that I actually kind of already had in my fridge that was open from something else, and it was a perfect opportunity to kind of use up the rest of the pasta sauce. Pizza sauce is good too, very, very inexpensive. And then you just want to make sure that your tortillas are like fully covered in the sauce, and then sprinkle that with some mozzarella cheese. But I've done these before, making almost like a chicken bacon ranch or something like that with some cheddar cheese. So it kind of depends on the type of pizza that you're making, but this is just going to be a traditional pepperoni, so we're using shredded mozzarella. And then once your pizzas are totally covered in mozzarella cheese, again, to your liking, just top that with your favorite toppings. Like I said, we're going to use pepperoni. And then preheat your air fryer to 400 degrees, and we're going to cook these for 4 minutes maximum. It may even just take 3 in your air fryer, and they're going to be bubbly and crispy. It's really incredible how fast they cook, and that's why it's nice too, because when you're making these, you can make them for your whole family, and it's not going to take up a ton of time because you can kind of just rotate them in and out, and it's already preheated. You can also bake these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 6 minutes, and they're going to be bubbly and delicious as well. I do find the air fryer is a little bit crispier, so if you have one, I would give it a shot. It's a family pleaser. You can serve it with salad. You can just eat it as is. Ben ate the entire pizza, if you can believe that, and then asked for more. So we know it's good and it's fast. Next up is a Sloppy Joe garlic bread pizza. Okay, we are improvising tonight. I have some garlic bread. I did take this out of the freezer, got it on clearance, popped it in the freezer so I could use it whenever I wanted. Some leftover ground beef from my kid's birthday party. We didn't use it to make burgers. Tommy's going through the chips over there, so he's being loud. Sloppy Joe sauce, had this forever. And some leftover cheese, also from the birthday party. We are gonna make garlic bread Sloppy Joe pizza. It's gonna be great. Simple, delicious, no one's gonna complain, right? Right. All right, yeah, so we're just gonna brown up this ground beef and follow the instructions on our Sloppy Joe packet. It's also another one of those days that I'm fairly certain I cleaned the house all day, yet it still feels like a complete disaster. I'm not mad, I love them. It's just a feeling. Comment below if you know the feeling. And subscribe if you want to commiserate. Well, commiserate means it's bad. Like I said, it's good, but you want to be buds, we'll be buds. So the package just says to brown up the ground beef, drain it. I'm just using a paper towel, and then just add in the sauce, and you're pretty much done with the Sloppy Joe mixture. And then I'm just gonna pop this in the oven according to the package instructions, and probably cook it for a little less than 10 minutes, but I do want to cook it beforehand because this will be all cooked. And then we're just gonna top the garlic bread with the Sloppy Joe stuff, put some cheese on top of that. I am gonna shred up the cheese that was like in the little blocks. We'll see how that goes, but we'll do our best to kind of make it like a nice topping. And then I'm actually just I might even broil it, or I might just turn the heat up really high. And we're just gonna cook it so that the cheese gets melted, and it should be delicious. So I did end up broiling this, and holy smokes, it smells insane and it looks so good. This was a good choice. So you do just want to watch this carefully so it doesn't burn. It was maybe 2 minutes. I mean, it maybe could have, if you wanted like to have that little like blistered cheese, you could have gone a little longer, but I didn't want the crust to burn here. So either way, I'm gonna slice these up. We're gonna serve it with some leftover salad that I also have from the party. Thank goodness we have some veggies, and we're gonna enjoy it. You guys want to give it 5? 5. High 5.
Alright, do this.
Now I'm going to be making air fryer tuna melts. So I just got home. We were away last night. Went and saw a concert, Billy Strings, if you've heard of him. Super fun, like bluegrass. I didn't have any meat defrosted. I kind of didn't think about it ahead of time. So I figured let's go in the cabinet, grab some tuna, and we're gonna do tuna melts. These are super inexpensive. And I've done like a ultimate tuna melt before, and those are delicious, but this is gonna be much more basic. I was able to grab this Mighty Stone Milled, okay, clearance, 99 cents. This is not cheap stuff. So I was super happy that I already had this in my fridge. So when there's 5 people in your family, you'll find that one meal can be almost a whole loaf of bread, which is why I'm grateful that was 99 cents. So I'm just using 2 cans of tuna, and we're going very simple on this. I'm probably gonna do about a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise and a few big squirts of Dijon mustard. It's not gonna be a complete science, but you make it the way that you like it. We can add salt and pepper to taste as well. You can always add diced onions to this or some celery. I'm just going basic. I even have tomatoes, I have to wash it, but from my garden. I didn't do a full garden this year because I have a toddler, and the idea of like doing a full garden and trying to go out there with him is daunting. But I did just do a couple of big tomato plants just on my like patio area, and we've been getting some tomatoes, so that's very exciting. So this is optional. Obviously, if you have fresh tomatoes, you can use them. And then I'm just gonna go through and butter the bread. You could spray the bread too, like if you had like a butter spray or something like that. Just want like a good layer. Now, if you don't have an air fryer, that's gonna be totally fine. We're actually gonna end up placing these kind of butter side down because we need to add the tuna to it, which is okay, which is a-okay. Yeah, so if you don't have an air fryer, you can just pan fry these. I've done that many times before. You can also bake them in the oven, that's an option. Or you could even use your outdoor grill to make them. So I'm gonna put some tomatoes on these. I know Dan is not gonna want tomato. I'm gonna put it in the boys because I think that they should have tomato. It's good for them. I have sliced cheddar cheese, but you can use shredded cheese if that's what you have, or Monterey Jack, Colby Jack, even like Swiss. Then we're just gonna put the tops on these. I am gonna butter both sides. I was just waiting. So we're gonna air fry these at 350 degrees for about 6 minutes, and then we're gonna give them a flip and do a couple more minutes. So it continues to shock me how incredibly crispy the air fryer can make things. So when I was cutting these, they just kind of like snapped in half, and it was, I mean, the butter with the flavor on this is really incredible. Like I said, they're super cheap and super simple, and just an easy, quick meal for, you know, when you don't have anything planned. Go ahead and make a tuna melt, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. We just serve these with some cut up veggies with ranch dressing and hummus. Just remember, sides do not have to be complicated. Now make sure to go check out Tiffany's video at Small Town 6. The link is in the description box. And make sure the next time you're on YouTube, you're watching Meals with Maria.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you.
5 out of 5. Hey, why can't you do that?